at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Duncan gets double-teamed. Lee fires, and that comes off the assist by Duncan.
I liked his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
Now the Hoyas with it.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the 5, roaming the paint. Hickson kicks to Hudson, and so it looks like the Hoyas will retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Out of bounds, Kansas will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
.105 left to play here in the second half. Here's Gaines, and it's blocked by Hickson. From the wing, and right on target. Good. And Georgetown leads by 9.
Well, they gave him some room, and he just stepped back and nailed the wide-open jumper.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. From past the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Price.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
For the Hoyas, Troy Lee at the line for 2.
And the free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
There's 21 seconds left here in the second half. Jenkins with it. Gonzalez on him. Jenkins can't get it to go. Hickson up top. This one for 3. Misses the shot. So the Hoyas win it. Some good. this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Georgetown Hoyas.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the four-man position.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. And the Badgers with possession here. Hawkins passes to Decker, doubled by Hickson. To the inside. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate. Sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Clock at 6. Randolph grabs the board. On defense, Wisconsin trailing by 2. It's stolen by Kaminsky. In transition, here come the Badgers. And that one goes in as he is. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Hickson in at shooting guard. Warren is out there with Hudson. Then there's Price. And it's Harkless in at the 1. Over in the corner, Decker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hand.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And for the Badgers, Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Wade in at the center. And for Georgetown, Hickson in at 2-guard. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Harkless in at the 1 spot. They set the pick. The drive by Hill. He got right to the cup using that screen. Hill's got the lead up to 2 now for the Badgers.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And here are the Hoyas now.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And the Badgers with possession here. The Hoyas getting their last shot to go. It's stolen by Hickson. By himself, finishes the break with a slam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Here is Hawkins. The Hoyas getting their last shot to go. And the wide-open shot from Decker. No good on the 3.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
It's Hawkins on the wing. Passes it to Walker. He dishes it to Kaminsky. And here's Decker. And the first half comes to a... And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.